I practically went to the embassy 5 times. 5 God-given times. I've always wanted to say it, but I feel this is the perfect time to actually share my story. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Favour Ojika, and I'm super excited to have you guys back here with me. If you're a new person on my channel, welcome. I don't know where you've been, but I'm glad you're here. My name is Favour Ojika. I'm a lifestyle vlogger, and I basically vlog about my experiences here in the United States of America. But most of all, I think I'm a global citizen. So right now I'm in America. Tomorrow I might be in Canada. But I'm going to be bringing all the action to you, okay? So please stay tuned. Alright, let's just go straight into this video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my immigration story. I originally wanted to make it a 3-part series, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to cut it down as little as I can. I'm going to try my best not to filter this thing too much because I honestly want people to learn from this story. Like I said, if you guys actually want to hear the entire details, I have a 3-part series of this particular story, and it's going to be in my podcast. I already did this in my podcast. I'm going to be leaving the link in the description box below, so you guys check it out. Without further ado, guys, if you want to hear about my immigration story and how I actually came to the Obodo Yibo, then Biko, keep on watching. Hey guys, so my podcast, Just Say It by Favour Ojika, is now available on all your podcasting platforms. Please check the description box below for more information. Where do I even start from in this story? As you know, I'm an average Nigerian girl from an average family. Basically, we did not have a lot of money, but my parents were able to, provide our basic needs. We are not too rich. We did not have that money like that. My point with that talk is America was not even in the rear view mirror. It was like in my far imagination. This is not all those kind of imaginations where it's like you imagine it and then you slap yourself back to reality and be like, yeah, come on, wake up from your slumber. Where do you think you're going? Ameri what? Ameri what? Come on, come back to reality. You're not going to any America, I could not even afford some things in boarding school. I was one of those kids that just went with life. We were not like poor, but we just went ahead with life, if you know what I mean. So as I'm talking, sometimes my throat might get dry. So your girl needs to refill because this is going to be one longer story, and I hope you are ready. Anyways, I had a very strong mother. Oh, thank God for my mom. She kept saying, oh, I don't see you studying in the shores of Nigeria. And I would just look at her and be like, okay, I hear you. Moving on. I remember being in Uniben, University of Benin, where I went to study law, by the way. And I got a phone call from my parents and they were like, you have admission to the United States of America. I'm like, huh? What? This was like during my first semester in school. And I was like, I don't know what you people are talking about. They were like, yeah, you got admission. And I remember that there was a time when my uncle would call me and ask me, oh, Uchechi, can I have your WAEC results? Things like that. Like, he was just asking me questions, and whatever information he needed, I provided, or my parents provided. So to be honest, I thought about it, but I didn't really know that it was actually like something that he was actually, actively like pursuing at the time. So anyway, they told me I got admission. I was happy. I'll not even lie to you, that moment my walking style changed though. When I'm walking, I'll be walking with one shoulder, like who the hell are you? Who are you to talk to me? Come on, in my mind. But outside I'll be forming, posh and humble, and just thank God though. This one I'm going to America. Everybody knew. And when I mean everybody, I meant my friends. I couldn't hold it, even though my mom was like, don't tell anybody until it becomes a reality. No, I told everybody. Have you heard that your girl is going to America? Have you heard? I don't think you've heard. Now I'm telling you, you need to know that I'm gonna go to America. Okay, good. I remember my first visa interview. I got there and I flopped. When I flopped that interview, I remember having at the back of my mind God just saying, humble yourself, my baby. Humble yourself. Yes, I needed to clip your wings, my love. I felt water, cold water being poured on my head because it was as if I was just feeling like, flying everywhere. God needed to pour me that cold water to tell me, baby girl, relax. You're not calm enough. Calm down. This is my show, okay? Calm down. And I humbled myself that period. Again, my first semester was a complete mess. You have no clue. You know, I was new in school. I was pretty young. You know, I was out of the control of my parents. My mates would be reading in the library. I would sit down under one Irugo toilet and I'd be gisting with one useless boy. Just gisting. I wasn't even dating the dude. I wasn't. You know, things were just, I wasn't serious, basically. I went for that first interview. It flopped because I made a little mistake. I'm sure that Oibo man was like, this one is not ready to travel anywhere, just please shift. You know. And I remember being so sad and I was like, dang, you just flopped it. Why would you do that? Why, Uchichi? You know, I blamed myself and I told myself I was not going to eat anything. I don't want to eat anything. My mom was like, don't worry. It's the first interview. It's meant to happen. Sometimes it happens. My dear, come and eat. I was forming I didn't want to eat, but the hunger. Jesus Christ. The hunger that was wiring me. It was not funny. But then I was forming I'm not going to eat anything. When my mom finished petting me and I said, oh yeah, eat my love. Eat. Oh, you get eat. I opened up my big mouth and I still ate. I ate that food. I ate it too. I did. The second time I was more prepared, right? I practically went to the embassy 5 times. 5 God-given times. And you can imagine how disastrous that was. There was something that was wrong with, I think, my service, and they were like, oh, you need to go back and go and, you know, take care of your service and whatnot. Pay the service fee and come back. I did. Came back the 3rd time. This time, my uncle transferred my admission to a community college. So it wasn't like the original university, which was St. Clair University, that I got the admission to the first time. He transferred my credentials to Minneapolis Community and Technical College, and that was a community college for 2 years. So the lady looked at, she was like, oh, I see that you have admission into MCTC. I was like, yes. To study business administration, I was like, yes. She said, why do you want to go to a 2-year college instead of a 4-year college? What happened to the colleges here in Nigeria? My dear, this was how I just started talking. I was like I said, I was more prepared. So I gave her my reasons, you know, talked about my dad's business and, you know, how I wanted to go back and manage it. All that fun stuff. Gave her reasons and was talking about how, you know, we wanted a cheaper option instead of a 4-year college. The lady said she wasn't convinced and she denied my visa. Hey, I told my mom, I was like, there's nothing in this earth that will make me go back to the embassy. They should chop their stupid admission. I no go. And by force, I no go. I'm not going anymore. They should eat it. Is it America? America that they want to put a mark of the cross with their stupid. There were different types of nonsense I was hearing that period in Nigeria. Nigerians can carry rumor. There was this thing that they were saying, because Obama is president, that with their health insurance they were putting chips in people's hands. Mark of the beast. Waiting. So because me, I was angry. That was basically what I was saying. I was like, that nonsense America that will be putting mark of the beast on people's faces. Me, I'm not going anywhere. Hey, they want to initiate me. God forbid, useless people. They should chop their visa. I don't want their visa. I was so angry, you guys. Good. My dad told me, don't worry. The second time, I think it was my dad that took me to the embassy. He brought me back from the embassy. He said, don't worry. He said, if it doesn't work out that you go out to study abroad, don't worry. After your university education, we'll try our best and see if we could send you abroad to go do your master's. You'll be okay. That's what my dad told me. I said, okay. So I went back to school in Benin. By this time I was already humbled, right? And this was like 2nd semester and I was like, shit, man. Girl, if you need to concentrate. Like, your GPA is going to be really affected if you don't concentrate. It's your first year. I'll tell you guys what my mom told me when I was going into school. She said, you need to make your best grades your first and your 2nd year. Right? I remember saying this in one of my videos. She said, if you make it your 1st and 2nd year, every other year is going to be a walkover. Like, it will be easier. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it will be easier for you because you've already built that foundation, right? So that's what my mom kept encouraging me, and I was like, you know what, I need to be more serious. Yeah, first semester I used it to play around, to fill out the school. I've not seen my results, but I'm sure it's going to be horrible because I didn't do nothing. I honestly did not care as much. I was just deceiving myself. When I was going to the library with my friends sometimes, or night class, as we said it at the time, we'll go. I remember one boy, they were calling them Buka that time. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be buying bread and egg from this guy. The way you press bread and egg, hey, God. And then I'll now download it with better coke. Hey, it's as if it's as if the sleep they put it in gear 5. The minute I open one law book like that, Hey! I would just disappear in my sleep. And I'll go to Swaziland or Switzerland. I'll be shaking their president in my sleep because the sleep is just express. There's no two ways about it. Just deceiving myself up and down. But I'm not going to talk about that. Back to my story. This was how, my God, that brother egg was so good. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn. I became more serious with myself, right? I was attending classes that, even the classes I didn't like, economics, all those classes that you go and be standing at the back of the class, I decided to take it more seriously, okay? And I was, trying to build my GPA back up, even though, again, I did not see it. I was even more active in the church. And then I remember my mom called me again one time when I was in school, and she told me, see, you apply again for that visa. Let's just try again. I said, Mommy, I'm not interested. I don't want to do it. If things don't work out for me here in this school, I will swallow my pride. And I did not like law, by the way, at the time. I honestly did not like law. I told my mom, I said, I'll swallow my pride, I'll rewrite JAMB, and I'll go to University of Port Harcourt to study mass communications. That's what I want to do. That's what I told my mom. She said, okay, no problem. At that time, she was just saying anything for me to agree. But she said, let's just try it again. If we try it again and it does not work, then that's fine. We'll not do. We just know that it's not God's plan. That's what my mom told me. I said, no problem. Third try, me and my mom, we traveled to Lagos. This time, the first 2 times we were doing it in Abuja, we traveled all the way to Lagos. The man looked at my documents and he was like, I think something is missing. And this time I was even more detailed, right? I was communicating with my uncle here, back and forth to make sure I got all my documents. I arranged them. When I got there, the man was like, something is missing. I need you to go and bring this, right? I think he was like talking about my former admission letter from my school, like the previous term, because they kept denying me, like they kept moving my admission. They needed all the traces, It's like, no, go back and come back with the different document. My dad was so pissed on the phone. He was like, if they're not giving you this to be visa, they should just tell you that this is so stressful, this is that. The 5th time I went back and I was like, you know what, God, please, if you don't pity me, pity my mom, because I can remember like the sun was shining so hot. It beat my mom, right? She was under the sun and she put me on the shade. She was like, no, my dear, sit down, don't worry about me. And then from there, it turned and it started raining, and it was raining on her. Like, we tried our best to like shade each other, but still the rain still beat her, I remember saying a prayer in my heart and I was like, Lord, even if you don't pity me, pity this woman. She's been through a lot. I went the 5th time and they gave me the visa. I remember coming out pretending as if I was sad because I wanted to see my mom's reaction, right? And then she was like, you see, they did not give you. Okay, let's go. It's okay. It's well, my love. It's well, my dear. Let's go. I was like, no, they gave me the visa. Hey! My mother started dancing in the middle of the road. Finally, the Lord has done it. Finally, the Lord has done it. Finally. And I was so embarrassed. But then again, I could not really contain my joy because I could feel where she was coming from. It's like we've been through a lot, both of us. And then, as we're coming back that day, God, I did not hear a word. Everybody, even the bus driver, hey, you don't want visa. Oh. They gave my child visa. Oh. They gave my child visa. I was like, oh, can you calm down, madam? Calm down. It's okay. You think that is where the drama stopped now, Abby? Now, this is where, Jesus Christ, this is where the trouble started. Leave me alone. I have heard you. Why will I bring shame to the family? You need to give me 1,000 naira. I was like, for what? And then I was on my way to America. Off to America I go. I should have known that these useless people were setting me up for a back to sender mission. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you want to see the part 2, stay tuned because I'll be bringing the part 2 in my next video. Please do not forget to like this video if you already like the story, and leave your comments in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.